Hi y'all, it's Annelies, and just like I bet you are, I am currently at home. Stuck at home, laid off from my job, and constantly searching for ways to work from home and make money online. One of my various days, sitting in front of my computer, I saw that one of my favorite content creators here on YouTube, Shelby Church, uploaded a video called Making Money Online Writing for Medium. Is it worth your time? In this video, Shelby talks about how this website called Medium, founded by the Twitter dudes, gives anybody the ability to write stories and have the potential to make money off of them. So immediately the gears in my head are turning, going, what stories could I write about? And then she shares her oh so brilliant plan. Transcribe videos that she has already posted and turn them into stories. I have a YouTube channel that has videos that I could potentially transcribe and turn into stories. On top of that, some of those videos have outlines that I've written out. On top of that, some of those videos have scripts that I have already written down every single word I said in the video. The work has already been done for me. Granted, it was done by me, but still, I'm ready to go. So my brain is already running like a mile a minute, and then she gets to that part of the video that's like, here are my thoughts, and then I'm like, I think it would be interesting to make a video trying out Medium for a whole month. And then like 2 minutes later, she says the exact same thing. So no, I'm not hijacking her idea. Great minds think alike. I just voiced it in my brain 2 minutes prior to hearing her voice it in her video. And I decided I would still go through with it and try it. And actually, she's made an update video about her Medium journey progress. So if you want to check that out and see how it's worked out for her, I'll leave it linked in the description down below. But she mentions in that video how potentially her success on YouTube, mind you, at this point in time, she has over 1.5 million subscribers, could have potentially impacted her success on Medium. And so I thought that might even be more of a reason to continue through with this video, because I am an internet nobody. I do have a community here on YouTube. Thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers if you're not subscribed already. You know what to do. I don't think this community or following that I have here on this sector of the internet would really affect any other portion of the internet. So I am a true representation of somebody starting kind of from the ground floor, writing for Medium, not getting any help from any outside viewership sources, and seeing what happens. I am recording this in the present day. So I'm speaking from the other side of trying out Medium, writing for 30 days for this platform. And when I got into it, I decided, hey, what's the worst that could happen? I don't make any money, but I get better at writing. Sign me up. Writing is something I've been very insecure about like my whole life, so if I can somehow get better at it, I'd be very happy. So anyways, over a month ago, I started my journey of writing stories for Medium with the hopes of making some money. So let's travel back to that day and see what actually happened. And speaking from the present, I can tell you things did not go exactly how I thought they would. So let's see what happened. First, I actually have to sign up for Medium. So while I do that, I'll let future Annelies tell you what my ground rules are for this experiment. Thanks, past Annelies. So I decided that there need to be like a basis for this experiment. Rule number 1, by the end of this, I need to have written 15 articles. I can write more, but I just need to give myself a baseline. That gives me the ability to do one article about every 2 days. I can have off days, or I can write in advance. I want to treat this like it was a job of sorts. Being more intentional and consistent seems to be key. Number 2, I need to have written 5 articles in the first week. I want to give myself a jump start, as well as having articles that are just like sitting there racking up views while the rest of this experiment is going on. If I wait to the end to have most of my articles written, I won't be able to have a good grasp on what it's like to have a few articles on Medium for a month and what that does views and revenue-wise. Okay, that took 5-ish minutes. Cool. So it's Friday, and guess who's only posted one article? Me. But I was working on an article last night, and it posted. I have to write 3 more today. I think I can do it. I think I can. I don't know if I can. Like, there's no sense of time right now, so I get my days confused and then suddenly it's Friday. I've got a couple of ideas that I've been brainstorming. Every time I come up with an idea, I take a note, and so I just kind of have to go through those notes and see if inspiration can strike. Just uploaded another Medium story, and it's about Star Wars. More specifically, the Forbidden Episode, Episode 1. Also, the birth of Jar Jar Binks. How did I come up with this idea? I literally don't know. Ladies and germs, we have developments. I've been writing, and by that I mean I haven't been writing for like the last week, so that's not good because it's hard to come up with ideas of things to write. I think that is the biggest challenge through all this. However, what I have also learned is once I get one idea, more ideas come. So I really thought it was going to be one of those things where I would write every other day, and we have about like just shy of 10 days left of this challenge, and I haven't written every other day. It's more like when I write like 2 or 3 articles. So yeah, that's just been a fun thing to navigate. But the developments, as of right now, your girl has 67 views across her 7 articles. More importantly, what? No way! Oh my gosh. Okay, I looked at the stats for this article literally like 2 days ago. It earned 26 cents. Pretty stellar, pretty exciting. You can't see it, but it's up to $1.01 now. Still getting around this whole writing daily or frequently thing is not my forte, but we're trying something new. Time to stop talking to you and to start talking to the computer in the form of typing and writing. But the other night I really got working on something and I'm gonna get back on it. It's, I think, my favorite article that I've written so far. Obviously, when it comes to making money, that's a whole other thing on itself to see if this is successful in that, which, I mean, for only doing it a month, I don't think you can expect great results on any platform, but I think you can expect great results within yourself if you are a creative or a writer or whatever you're doing if you're trying it out for a month. Obviously, if I was being more dedicated to it, even than I am through doing this video. Of course, I want to be successful for this video, but if I was even grinding even harder, you know, grinding hustle. If I was in that sense, maybe I would have different outcomes, but I think no matter what, I'm getting a lot of benefit from just trying to push myself to write. We have developments. I just read this email and then was like, oh, this is great. I got accepted into a publication that I can be a writer for, which is super cool. For a lot of them, you either have to submit an article to a publication, or some of them you have to submit yourself to be able to write for a certain publication. So they will only let certain people write for it. And so I was writing this article and I was like, oh yeah, I can submit to publications. Let me find one for this article because I think this is a really good article and it's just important to me. I don't know. So I was just like, let me give it a shot, right? I looked up some publications that would fit into the category of what this particular article is, and this one called the Invisible Illness publication, I saw that they asked for a whole profile submission, and I was like, ah, crap. I submitted, and one of the things they asked was like, you know, what do you write about? And I'm like, I kind of write about everything, honestly. Wanted to submit this article somewhere, and I just got an email saying that I got accepted as a writer for Invisible Illness, and they have instructions on how to submit, which I'm really excited about. Okay, so update. I submitted to the publication and I got a response, which was super cool that they do this. They do notes. And it was just essentially, I had a shit ton of spelling and grammatical errors. A significant number of typos and misspelling that should be corrected. Can you also run it through a grammar tool? And let us know when it's ready. Thanks. Very nice. So I did use Grammarly like she suggested, and that thing is very complicated to use if you've never used it before. Okay, so I just logged into Medium. It's the 12th. I still haven't written 15 articles. Anyway, my thing got published to the publication, and then I just got a note, or it said 10 hours ago, but it says Medium's curators curated my article about OCD, which I am so, it says Medium's curator selected. Look at that, Medium's curator selected, wow. Pretty much this is just a really big deal because of the fact that with Medium, curating is being, to my understanding, you're being thrown in the forefront. So that is really cool. I'm happy. Okay, just gotta check in. Also, correction, I have 9 articles posted, so. Okay, this video, it did not go as planned, but not in a bad way. First of all, spoiler alert, didn't complete the rule of getting 15 articles, and I'm just kind of accepting at that point. I'm accepting it at this point, but I just logged on to edit an article that I was writing. I got a notification that a publication says, great story, we'd love to include it in our Medium publication, yada yada, whatever. So somebody reached out to me and wants me to add it into their publication, which I'm gonna do right now. I'm so excited. So I just need to figure out how to do that. Okay, so I kind of accepted the fact that I wasn't gonna have written 15, wasn't English. I wasn't going to have written the 15 articles that I wanted to write, that I challenged myself to write for this video. I was actually editing the footage, and I don't know if maybe myself talking about writing articles, or I don't know what it was. I just kind of like sat back and I was like, okay, listen, that's fine. I'm only gonna do 12 articles, or stories, or whatever you wanna call them. I keep referencing them as articles, but I realized that Medium calls them stories. I've written 12 stories and I was like, that's good enough. You know, I didn't meet my challenge, but that's fine. That's not what it's about. It's about just like, the process. Anyway, so then I was sitting there and I came up with like 3 ideas for stories. And so I'm writing one right now. I have another one in my head. Like, it's definitely, this was not a 30-day challenge. This was not. And that's fine because I'm just happy that I've stuck to it. And like I said earlier, tried something new. Is that the Wayne's World transition? I'm trying. Welcome to the present. Now it's been over a month, 6 weeks to be exact, and I figured it was time to share my results. How much money I made, because that's why you're here, as well as my thoughts on this whole experience and any tips that I might be able to share for anybody who's looking to get started writing on Medium. But if you are looking for some great tips, go to Zulie Rain's channel. She's a really successful writer on Medium. She's a content creator here on YouTube, and she actually makes videos about writing for Medium. So if you're looking for some wisdom, go straight to the whiz. Okay, let's get into it. My Medium stories combined have garnered over 128 views, 31 reads, and drumroll please, $1.63 in earnings. Ah! We did it! We got the bag secured. Now to give you a breakdown of some other stats of my Medium portfolio, 2 of my stories are in publications. 1, I reached out and applied to them, and on the other, a publication actually reached out to me on the story I had already posted. Now what's a publication exactly? Straight from Medium's website, publications are shared spaces for stories written around a common theme or topic, usually by multiple authors. And if you get put into a publication, that's really good for your profile and your stories because of the fact that if you're following a publication, you're gonna get all the stuff that they're pushing out to you. So maybe you're unknown on Medium, you don't have a following or anything like that, but if you can get yourself into a publication, there is a greater chance that your stories are gonna be seen by more people. Now, I made the whopping $1.63. I'm gonna go paint the town red soon as the town opens up. But how did I earn that money? How does Medium pay people? And I feel like there's more to this because it just seems too good to be true. The way that payments work out for stories is based on a ratio of how many reads are read, how many stories are read by 1 paying subscriber. Okay, so Pineapple Shirt Annelies was clearly struggling with this, so I figured I would chime in with some words straight from Medium. Partner program writers are paid every month based on how members, paying members of Medium, engage with their stories. This is determined by reading time, how long members spend reading a story. Each member's subscription fee is distributed proportionally to the stories that the individual member engaged with that month. For the record, you can read a story for free, but it either has to be through a friend link sent by the writer of the story, or it's one of your 3 stories that Medium allows you to read every month for free. Subscribers get unlimited stories. So what does all this information mean? I just kind of dumped a lot on you. What I think it really boils down to is that there is no guarantee of making money with Medium. I'm not saying that it's not possible, because clearly I did it. I made a whopping $1.63, but there are people, like Shelby for instance, she actually just posted a video today talking about her Medium article that made her $11,000. That is more money than I made last year. That's insane. Hey, if that ever happens, expect to see an update video from me. I don't think you're ever gonna see that video, but I mean subscribe to the channel just in case it maybe in some parallel universe that happens. I don't think it's gonna happen. Clearly it's possible to make a lot of money off of Medium. However, there's no guarantee that's going to happen. Just like creating any sort of content, you can't really guarantee your income, whether it be YouTube videos, creating art, writing for Medium. You can't nail down what is going to make you money because there are things that work and then suddenly that stops working and you can't really figure it out why. And there are plenty of people out there who are trying to sell some sort of like 5-step plan on YouTube success or Medium success. And I can tell you right now, and anybody who is in their right mind will tell you this, that they're selling you a lie. There is no perfect formula. It is very hard to predict your success online. It's easier to maintain it once you've obtained it, but it's hard to say, I'm gonna do XYZ and that's gonna get me there. That's gonna get me making $1,000 a month on Medium. That's gonna get me to an 11 grand worthy story on Medium. However, there are a few things that you can control. You can control what you write about, as well as you can control the quality of what you're writing. So for example, for me, my Medium profile is all over the place. I have a story about Star Wars, I have a story about the iPhone SE. I'm all over the map. So if somebody were to stumble across my profile, they might not be as likely to follow me as somebody else who is always consistently writing about health and fitness or technology or puppies, I don't know, because they know what they're gonna get from that person. If you follow somebody, they're gonna show up in your home feed. Those people are probably gonna make a lot more money than I am. And yeah, to make money would be cool, but if I can come out of this a better writer, I will be happy. So one, if you're writing topics that are consistent in the same theme, maybe topics that are trending or really topical right now, that is probably gonna work in your favor. Secondly is the quality of your writing. Don't get me wrong, I've got some duds on my profile and there is plenty more where that came from, I am certain of it. But I have definitely grown as a writer throughout this process. And something that you need to consider when you're writing an article is that somebody is spending their time reading what you wrote. And if they're gonna spend their very valuable time on you, it's gotta be worth it. And so if you have a crappy opening paragraph, or even if your whole thing just sucks, and somebody clicks on your story, they read the first couple of sentences and it's bad, they're gonna click off. There's probably some algorithm within Medium, as there is with a lot of social media platforms and different websites like this, that's gonna hurt you if that continues to happen. So just pretty much what I'm saying is, if you're trying to be successful on Medium or really anywhere, make sure you're putting out quality stuff. Okay, so that is everything. That's the video. That is all of my thoughts, my experience writing for Medium for the first time for a month, technically 6 weeks. And it was a lot of fun. It was actually kind of therapeutic at points, and I definitely think I've come out on the other side as a better writer, and I definitely am going to continue writing for Medium. There's actually stories that I'm working on right now. Even though I knew this whole challenge, experience, whatever I'm calling this was done, I still had ideas in my head and things that I wanted to share that maybe I don't have another way of sharing them. Maybe it's not something I'd want to share in a YouTube video because I don't think it would be interesting enough for a video or a tweet, or you know what I mean? It's been kind of cool to just share these different stories or thoughts I have in my head in this format, and then also have the potential to make some money off of it. $1.63, woo woo. Of course, I'll leave my Medium profile linked in the description of this video. So please check me out on there, check out all my stories that I wrote. There was a lot of them that, like I said, maybe they're not the shining stars. And then there's a lot that I put a lot of heart into, and I'd love it if you spent some time reading them. Like I said, this whole monthly experiment was super fun to try out. So if you have any suggestions for things that you want to see me try out, whether it be some internet-y thing like this or something health and fitness related, or I literally can't even think of any other categories, but if there's something that you think would be interesting, let me know in the comments down below. I would appreciate any suggestions you can give me. Anyways, I hope this video was fun and interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like videos like these. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I make tons of different types of videos, so subscribe and come along for the ride. Otherwise, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll chat with y'all in the next one. Bye!